Hello, and welcome to another episode of SarahKey Yaps About Kingdom Hearts, starring your host, me. I wanted to check out the brand new Tetsuya Nomura interview with Young Jump. I have been starving for Kingdom Hearts news, and while this is just a crumb, it's an interview, it's something, and it's exciting. We haven't really heard from Nomura in a while, especially about Kingdom Hearts, so I just wanted to go over the interview with you guys here on this video. This is just going to be a very cozy, casual type thing where I just read over the interview and just like give you my thoughts. This is not like a news channel or anything of the sort. I'm just your average Kingdom Hearts fangirl, so that's what we're doing. Okay, so I have the website pulled up here. This is the Young Jump website, and it is translated from Japanese to English, so it might not be the most accurate translation, but I have a couple of other websites pulled up in case we get confused. But I did want to try reading it from the source, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's do it! I made a matcha for this occasion. So obviously, this interview is not just about Kingdom Hearts. There's also stuff about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which I'm also very excited to read. But for the purpose of this video and for it not being super, super long, I am gonna just be focusing on Kingdom Hearts, if that's okay. But I'm excited to see about the Rebirth stuff as well. Okay, when and how much of the Kingdom Hearts series can be seen? I'm already a little bit confused. Many of the works that you work on have complex settings, but how do you put these together and implement them on set? I don't think the people on set understand it perfectly either. When other staff members explain the settings and characters to the voice actors during recording, the staff members ask, "Is this okay?" And there are exchanges like, "No, it's not," laughs. I always love interviews with Nomura because this always happens. There's always laughs in parentheses. That man loves laughing, like maniacally, I feel like. However, that can't be helped as I'm the only one who understands the parts of the characters that aren't drawn. So I'm the only one who thinks about the complicated storyline, fluctuating in various directions. Conversely, I encourage the staff members to be proactive in asking me questions and pointing out things to me. I love that. Okay, so he's basically saying he's the mastermind and everyone else is just there for the journey. Got it. Okay, is there something like a setting materials collection? I don't know what this means. There are some things I personally take notes on so I don't forget them, such as the footsteps of important people, future developments, and so on, including times that haven't been depicted. So basically what he's saying here is that he has plans ahead of time for the story, which I've always kind of assumed. I think a lot of people think that Nomura is just like making things up as he goes. But from my experience with playing through the Kingdom Hearts series, there definitely are plot points that I feel like were planned out way ahead of time. It would be impossible for them not to have been. So it's interesting to see him really talk about that, see that like confirmed. So that's not something that you share. No, I keep that a secret. Laughs. However, if there is something I need, I'll suddenly write a setting explanation in the middle of the scenario so that the staff can understand it. Oh, okay. Okay. I think there are hints that span the series in the Kingdom Hearts series, but how do you keep track of these? Okay, you guys. I really wanted to read it from the source, but the translation is becoming a little confusing, so I'm gonna switch. Okay, so I found a translated version of the interview here on KH13. So we're gonna go off of that now because the translation was confusing me a little bit, to be honest. When I first read over it, it looked like it did a good job, but yeah, this will probably be better. Okay, I'm gonna actually restart. So just a little bit, we'll just quickly go over these. Many of your works have complex settings, but how do you manage to bring them all together when you have to record the voice lines? Okay, see, this is completely different. Honestly, I don't think they understand. Okay, I thought he was talking about the co-workers, the other writers, but he was talking about the voice actors. Okay, while editing this, I realized that the translation did actually mention voice actors. Just, it wasn't as specific, but still. I don't think they understand everything either on the day of recording. When the staff, other than myself, explain the settings and characters to the voice actors during recording, they sometimes ask me to confirm if it's okay to do it like that. And there are times when I have to say, no, it's okay. Okay, got it. So there's no way around it because I'm the only one who understands the parts of the characters that haven't been drawn. So I'm the only one who can think of, yeah, okay, got it. Is there something like a setting reference book? Okay, so like a book where he refers to his previous plot points to keep them intermingled. I see. I have some things that I personally write down to remember, including periods that are not depicted. I write down the footsteps of important people. Got it. Okay. So that's about the same. So you don't share the information. Of course not. I keep that to myself. Laughs. However, I do make sure that the staff know what they need to know by writing setting explanations all at once in the middle of the scenario. Okay, got it. So in the Kingdom Hearts series, there are many foreshadowing elements that span the series. So how do you keep track of those? So this interviewer really wants to know. They're like, how do you make such a complex story like Kingdom Hearts? As I've mentioned previously, I write a lot in my notes, but I also make sure the staff remember, and I like watching videos. So I watch playthrough videos and reviews on YouTube. Oh. Hi, Nomura. Basically, rather than looking back at my notes, I make sure the staff remembers what happened in past titles. Translator note, the way he phrases this almost sounds like he quizzes the staff on what happened, but that's just how I read it. Oh, okay. That's so funny. This year, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link is also scheduled for release on mobile devices. Do you have any concerns that by developing important stories for apps and portable game consoles, that you will end up with more players who can't keep up with the story? Nomura says, honestly, I do. Laughs. That's why we are developing a story that takes place in a time frame that's much earlier than the Kingdom Hearts timeline on consoles. However, as people say, the newly announced Kingdom Hearts 4 is really more like Kingdom Hearts 13. As there are natural connections, even with non-numbered titles, and I think that will allow people to enjoy the series even more. Okay, for a second, I'm not gonna lie, the Kingdom Hearts 13 joke, okay, I guess because like 13 games with like the handheld, for a second, I thought he was addressing the Versus 13 allegations, but he's not. Okay, anyway. Translator note, I presume he means that Kingdom Hearts 4 is the 13th game of the series, right? Okay, of course, I got it. However, this time, both Kingdom Hearts Missing Link and Kingdom Hearts 4 have been created with a stronger focus on being new titles rather than sequels. For example, as a new experiment, we have had staff who have not been involved in the Kingdom Hearts series before participate in writing the scenario. That's smart. Of course, I will be editing it in the end, but I don't think it will be positioned as a work that needs to be done in the sense that the writer who has never been involved in the Kingdom Hearts series is creating a new base. That's really cool. After all, Kingdom Hearts Missing Link is better described as a blank story, so it is also based on the premise that there are things missing. If you know about it, you can enjoy it more deeply, right? I think that's really smart to make the future of this series more accessible to newcomers because of how extensive Kingdom Hearts lore is. Obviously, I recommend that people go through the entire series because I think the games are timeless, but I think even for people who've been playing for many, many, many years, like since the beginning, like myself, I do think it's nice to have a fresh start. I think it feels good to like know that we're going into a new arc. I think it's kind of relieving a little bit, and I think it'll be easier for Nomura to continue the series in this way. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. And I think it'll be nice because obviously there's still going to be stuff from the past games for us long-term fans. Like he said, it'll make us just enjoy it more deeply. So I really like that. The translator note, the word here means blank history. Not sure which one. Okay. It's nice that the translator's giving us like more options for the translation. Okay, just as it is difficult to catch up with a long-running manga series from the very first time, the Kingdom Hearts series has so many titles that it seems to have the same problem. What are your thoughts in regards to new fans that might try playing the series? That's what I'd like to know. Laughs. As I mentioned earlier, I'm thinking of Missing Link and Kingdom Hearts 4 as a kind of reset. I felt like I'd finished with Kingdom Hearts 3 and wanted to start again. So I've brought in new writers and even changed the logo to make it easier for new people to get involved. So that's what the change of logo is about. If you remember how the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 goes, you'll understand that Sora ends up like that because he's resetting the story in a way. So Kingdom Hearts 4 should be easier to get into than before. I think that if you like this series, you'll feel like this is it. But I'm also hoping that as many new players as possible will play it. Yeah, I like that. I think that's good. I'm really excited for Kingdom Hearts 4 because of this, because it's like we have no idea what to expect. Kingdom Hearts 3, I feel like we definitely knew what to expect. Especially with how many trailers there were, but still, I think we definitely knew what to expect because it was supposed to be like a conclusion to the arc. So yeah, it makes sense. At the beginning of Kingdom Hearts, there is a monologue that goes, I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real or not? What does that mean? The name Quadratum didn't exist at that time, but the idea was there. It was a long preparation for the day when I would reach this point. Laughs! Oh my god, that's so funny. I did see that on Twitter. I saw this question on Twitter, and I saw the retirement question on Twitter. So I did know about that. And again, I've been saying for so long that Nomura is not making things up as he goes. I'm sure he does sometimes to try and like tie loose ends, connect the dots, all of that stuff. But I think it's very clear that Nomura is he has a very creative and complex mind, and his work is definitely polarizing, I think, for people, because some people love it, some people hate it. I personally, I love Nomura's Wild Ride. Like, I'm here for it. I love it. You guys know I love how crazy things can be. I think it's great. I love the chaos. He's just a chaotic man. So it was actually a foreshadowing that took 20 years. Then do you see a future where the Kingdom Hearts series will be completed? Nomura says, if this isn't a dream, then I only have a few years left until I retire. And it's looking like, will I retire or will I finish the series first? Laughs. However, I'm making Kingdom Hearts 4 with the intention of it being a story that leads to the conclusion. And I did look into this one a little bit more. I did see a Reddit post of somebody who found another translation that they feel might have been more accurate. And Nomura isn't necessarily saying that he will retire in a few years. I think that's just like people are taking it very literally, like he'll retire in like 3 years. But from what I was reading, I think that he is just saying like within the next, like 15 years, he will be retiring, obviously, because he's like 53 years old. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense that eventually he's going to retire. And then, of course, there's the question of like, would we want the series to continue after Nomura retires? In my opinion, and this is really hard. This is very difficult to think about. I feel very grateful that we still have Kingdom Hearts going. Like, the fact that it's my childhood game and now I'm an adult and I still get to experience Kingdom Hearts is honestly a dream. But obviously I know that at some point it's gonna have to end and it's gonna hurt. But at some point it's gonna end, and I think that's not a bad thing. I do think having closure at some point is gonna be a good thing. And to be honest, I don't want to die before Kingdom Hearts is completed, okay? So I don't know, it's very conflicting. I definitely think that Nomura should be the one who has the control over the series. I think usually when other people pick up somebody else's creation and try to continue it, sometimes it just doesn't really work out. I think what makes Kingdom Hearts so special is Nomura, if I'm being honest. Again, the chaos, the crazy storyline, like the complexity of it. As a lot of people like to say, how convoluted it is. I think that's what makes Kingdom Hearts special. I think that's what makes Kingdom Hearts Kingdom Hearts. And I think whenever Nomura wants to retire, then I think eventually then we should probably reach the conclusion. But I don't think it's going to be in like a couple of years. We have like 7 years left, I think. I think average retirement age is like 60 to 65 is what I was reading. So we've got like 7 to 12 years left with Nomura about. And so that means, I don't know, we'll probably have a couple more Kingdom Hearts games. So we have a lot to look forward to. It's hard to think about it ending, but all good things must come to an end, It's hard because it's my favorite thing in the world, so obviously I don't want it to end, but it's interesting to have him like finally say that though. It really puts things into perspective. But yeah, this was really nice. This was such a good interview. I'm so glad that they came out with this. I think this is what a lot of us probably were needing right now. Like, I don't even need a trailer. Like, obviously I would love to have a Kingdom Hearts trailer. Where'd my necklace go? Oh, okay. I would love to have a Kingdom Hearts trailer, but I obviously want to wait until they're ready. I'm thinking the Game Awards, but we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, it's just nice to hear from Nomura and to hear a little something about Kingdom Hearts 4 and its progress. And honestly, I'm surprised they didn't talk about more about Missing Link, because Missing Link is missing and that was not addressed. But that's okay. It seems like it's still gonna come out this year, so we'll see. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this cozy video of me just reading through this interview. I had a really good time with it, and I hope you did too. We got a crumb. We got a crumb of Kingdom Hearts 4. This is what I've been waiting for. I thrive on this. I thrive on crumbs. Just give me all the crumbs. I'm happy. I'm living right now. All right. I will see you guys in my next video. I know I haven't been super active on here. I've been a little burnt out, which I'll probably make a video talking about that, but this made me happy. So I'll see you guys soon. And as always, thank you so much for being a key to my heart.